Hello Leo, welcome to my YouTube channel and or my Facebook page if you've come across this video on Facebook. So now, where am I going? So anyway, thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed and or liked my YouTube channel and and Facebook page. So if you haven't done that, subscribed, liked or followed, either one on either of those platforms, I invite you to do that now or at the end of the video. Then I also want to say thank you to those of you who have been making donations to my YouTube channel as well. So I really appreciate that. So the other thing is, just getting into the video now, that these reads, just a reminder that these reads, the messages that come through are general. So just take what resonates and what doesn't. And if it doesn't, it not necessarily it may not, be like, okay, it may be that it's more of a forecast for you, or it may have, at the end of the day, it may have nothing at all to do with you at all, and it does not resonate at all in any which way or form, and that's okay. So while that does happen, check out one of your other signs. If you don't know what your other signs are, there is a link in the description box below that will take you to a website that has a free calculator in it, and it will work it out for you. So, okay, so this is obviously for you, Leo, this video, this message, the reading. So this is for Leo if your sign of Leo is what in your chart, and it may be in your sun, moon, rising, and or Venus sign. Okay, so it's suitable for all of those. So feel, of course, because they're general, you're going to have to shift the characters around to what is happening in your life. So the story may not be quite flow as much as what it is in your life, but so don't try and make it fit though, I'm saying that. So anyway, I'm going to be using the Sacred Earth Oracle deck today, as well as the Starman Tarot again. It's just kind of really resonating with me at the moment, and just getting used to these cards. It's pulling it together. I have slightly the same meanings, but I really like as the other deck, or in the other deck that I've got, two or three decks that I've got, but there's something, the way in which they word it with this deck, that's really captivated me or intrigued me. So there may be something that's been happening within your life that's really captivated you and intriguing you at the moment, because I just kind of I don't feel like that's all about, just what I was just talking about with my deck of cards. So that's interesting. Anyway, so let me see. So anyway, I shuffle the cards, these at the moment, before I come I record, and I really love the phrases that the opening phrase or the affirmation that these cards come through. So I've written a few notes down in that affirmation as well. So that goes with it, which is quite beautiful, really. So anyway, the first card that fell out for you is the High Priestess. Yeah, the High Priestess. So she basically, with the High Priestess, she's like, I offer up the mysteries of life. And so she contains with her basically what she helps do is bring, because she's connected with the new moon, okay? So she helps, when her energy comes up there, she's probably bringing up and helping you to bring out all the, basically the deep mysteries of life that lie within you, that deep inner knowledge and that wisdom. And okay, so it's of Mother Nature energy, but there is a deep sense of knowledge and wisdom within all of us. And sometimes we kind of, it's like needing to come out and to help us through whatever it is that we are working through at this, whatever point in our lives. So it's like her energy is around, so, which is quite amazing. It's quite powerful, and I feel like with this last new moon, which was, so it's a full moon, may have pulled some things out and might have rocked the boat a bit here and there for you. But there's a new moon coming up on the 17th of October, so just have a wee go back to this. There will be another message coming by the time that happens, but I feel like what they're just being mindful that, or reminding you to like be mindful and be aware of, the energy of the moon basically is helping helps us to, by pulling out stuff, drawing out stuff for us to look at, to view, to review, or reassess or assess, where we're going to in our life. What is there in our life that serves us no purpose, and or serves us purpose, and it could be no more, or maybe something that serves us, that is old, still does serve us, but often there was probably, it's really, for the full moon and also the new moon, can be a clearing out period of time, or instigating it with the energy. So basically, what the High Priestess does is like it taps into, helps us tap into, or she helps us tap into that unrealized potential that lies within. So there may be that feeling of, you can feel something brewing up or gestating, within and around you, but like your senses are saying, there's something around. So that's what I mean by that. That's what they mean by that, is like there are these secrets and mysteries around or about, that you can sense, is like you can sense it in the air, you know what I mean? And it's like, or sense this energy around, but you just don't know what it is. So it's, and you won't know until it actually turns up on your door. But it's like, so I guess what in a way where they're going with this is like, she helps us to draw into our inner tuition with, our inner tuition basically. And if we're listening to it, and we're not overthinking it, and like just realizing, yep, it is what it is. And you probably will have got, this feeling of, okay, yep, something's brewing up, something's gestating, within the universe is making something move, and that sort of thing, or the moon is moving something, shifting something. So usually it's a time when we get that message to start decluttering or preparing, whatever we feel drawn to do, to or prepare, maybe needing to learn something, maybe needing to clean something, whatever that is, in preparation for when whatever it is does turn up. So there's that new the High Priestess. So she's bringing a whole lot of amazing energy there to in getting things moving for you, okay, Leo? So then we have the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords is an air sign, so there may be an air sign that's in your life, that may be a Queen of Swords, a female energy or a male energy, on saying that. Anyway, the Queen of Swords, she says, I serve a noble cause, okay? And she has an independent sort of formidable and principled nature energy about her. So and someone who doesn't take any prisoners. So that could be something that you may be needing to bring out of you in Leo, and or revisit that side of you again, and with love, peace, harmony, joy, of course. And it's there may be someone in an air sign, a female air sign, that is that has all these traits, and it's maybe she's helping you in some way to bring that side out of you, okay? Could be that way. So but she's just willing to do what must be done, or what needs to be done, this energy. She's a really amazing organizer and a problem solver as well. So, and she can guide you to live by your principles. So she's one of those energies, that you will have probably seen people that suffers with resignation, or with dignity and resignation. But she still gets the job done because she knows what she needs to do, and it needs to get done. So there's a courageous and idealistic, but and maybe possibly an aloof sort of type of person may enter your life, who is determined to accept and or show you, accept whatever difficulties arise without showing fear, or fear basically, or or shy away from it, like dismay about it. So it's like that's the sort of energy she is, that determination to achieve what it is that she needs to achieve, whatever is going on. But she's very strong-minded, strong-willed to achieve it. So, and dependable. Cool. And then we have these three that came out as well. So I'm just looking at the High Priestess. So it's like almost like this High Priestess in a way conjured her up, I feel like, for you as well. But to either, and really did, it's, like I say, it could be that you maybe like she's come up to remind you of those parts of you, to bring them out of you, or somebody may come into your life, okay? And you may even have this sign, an air sign in your chart. Okay, so anyway, here are the next three cards. So we have the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands, she is basically, she says, I gracefully take center stage. So she is a wonderful balance of the head and the heart energy there. So, and she is quite a visionary sort of a force to be reckoned with. And so with her, so once again, it may be this energy, Queen of Wands, you may be needing to bring something out of you, or this could be you if you're a female, even if you're a male. It's like going into this energy and being, finding that balance between head and heart. But, there seems to be something to do with confidence, because she's about leaning in, suggests to lean into your confidence, basically, and charisma, and, and trust, basically. Trust your intelligence in your heart. Because I feel like, obviously, because you're a fire sign, I feel like this is you being the wands. And it's about you stepping in and taking center stage, taking, control of your emotions, and, not stepping away from a challenge as per se. So it's really going into that space. So this, the Queen of Wands can also be quite impatient and would love, and she has a generosity and strength about her. But she's not one to, there's something about her. Okay, but she's not one to, on saying that, take shit from anybody on saying that. If this is an event, there could be like maybe some stuff that maybe seemingly going not right, or that you might find that lucky break, or that an opportunity that that needs to be, that you may feel the need, or you may shy away from it, but you need to like seize the moment, basically, or investigate a little bit more. So there's a lot going on in there for some of you. It's like there's like new projects, old projects, new projects coming up, older projects winding down, and some of you are in the middle of it. So whatever process of it, it's like there is a new process, but it's like going into her energy, basically. And then we have the Prince of Pentacles. Oh, nearly dropped it. The Prince of Pentacles is here, and he talks about, or he's like the Page of Pentacles. So, he's letting you know basically that progress is slow but steady, and you may be feeling that, and seeing that actually, and you're wanting it to move a bit more. But but what I'm hearing is about being patient, because he talks about, I consistently create my empire is the theme around this. So there is a sense of dynamism with this energy of adventure, but there is a sense of stability on saying that, not getting too far ahead of himself, and problem solving is what comes up with this one. It takes precise action, and there's the time indicating it, but at the moment with all that, talking about it. So it may be that you may be needing to step into a space where of discipline and to get things, to stay focused on the plans that you have put out, you know, that you've started and you're creating, just to ensure that the success of a project is, you know, it gets done, basically. So, very interesting. So then we have the world. So the world basically is, you know, is about an achievement, celebrating an achievement of success of some sort. So I guess, you know, with the world coming up in these cards, so some of you may actually be in this right now, and it makes total sense. And some of you, it's like, okay, you're moving towards that, okay, that finish, and you might be like, you know, in the middle of the celebration for some of you, but some of you maybe like still moving or beginning that cycle, which is pretty cool. And then we have the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Alien, and the Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of emotional stuff going on here and feelings, but also a lot of intuitive stuff. So checking in on your intuition. So first of all, we have, you know, the Seven of Cups fell out first. So with the Seven of Cups, it talks about I use my imagination. And it talks about also, this one card talks about experiencing things differently and knowing there is so much yet to be discovered. Basically, you know, with the Seven of Cups, there's so much, you know, it's like the dreams, basically, your imagination. I use my imagination. And then you might have all these dreams swirling around in your head, and you may be like, the only thing with that is like often, you know, when we've got too much going on and we just don't know where to start, and because there is opportunity everywhere, you know, but if we've got all these dreams that we've got that are floating around, it's like, okay, and we can sometimes say, oh, okay, which one do I start with? It's like pick one and do something, you know, do something, or the most obvious one for at the moment that would fit into your life, and that you have either the skills or the people or the tools around you, or it just makes sense to do that. But you'll know, it's just like choose something with the Seven of Cups, okay? So really utilizing your intuition. And then we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups talks about being, I am in wonder of life. So this is about discovering you, okay? And discovering that you can flower, open instead of growing old, basically. So sometimes we can get to a funny little space like that, but there is more in you than you know. So depending on what age you are, this would probably make more sense to some of you than others out there. But I do decide, there is also, you know, in some ways I feel like they mean by that is sometimes we, you know, we go in that melancholy stage and we get to a certain point in our lives. You know, doesn't necessarily mean about age, but it could be like you find yourself thinking about what sort of a career do I want to do now, you know, and change, where do I want to live? It could be something like that, and what do I want to do, be, give, and have, and receive in my life. Oh, let him out. Let him in there. Call Sonny Boy in there.
I'm in my shoe.
Oh, okay.
He got dirty.
Oh, okay. We could come through that door.
Okay, so
Okay, shut that door and go out that door. Yes, this is the entertainment I have. So you will go out that door, please. Because then you won't go past this one. That's why you come through that one.
He got bigger shoes. I just asked
So anyway.
through my hair.
Oh, it's all right. Just go like that.
Jade.
So the Six of Cups talks about, you know, past memories and future dreams, basically. So that's where this whole melancholy thing comes around, and this discovering, you know, that phrase about discovering that you can flower and open instead of growing old, and looking at it that way anyway. So I kind of was intrigued by that myself. So Yeah, so there is that maybe a desire to go back in time, into that time of innocence and simplicity in that sense. But keep moving, because it's like you're taking those dreams and everything with you, and achieving them. So then we have the alien. It'll all come together once we get all this set of cards out of the way. So the alien, I go within and call on spirit to illuminate the path, the deep journey within the psyche to sit with oneself and contemplate existence and the meaning of life is what this card is about. So the alien is like the hermit. So often, which makes sense with these cards here, sometimes we've just got to go in and like, I suppose, hibernate a little bit to and find out the truth behind it, or within, or what we're wanting to do, where we want to go. And we've got to sit down and meditate, or go for a walk, you know, somewhere where there's not too much disturbance or disruption. So and it may be that you may need to go on holiday, or you may want to go on holiday, and when you get back it's like, okay, I've figured it out, that's where I want to go, that's what I want to do. So there's that deeper journey going within to find the deeper knowledge and the understanding of, okay, where do I want to go, and you'll figure it out. Okay, now then we have the Queen of Cups, which is the last card in this today, and she is the beloved, okay, or the beloved, however you want to pronounce that. And she delves, this is about delving into your own feelings to become more aware of what is going on deep within you. Okay, so she is a highly intuitive person, energy, and trusts her instincts completely. And I feel like this is what she brings to you, and is saying to you, trust your instincts completely, and bring that side of you out of you. So she is the conduit for powerful love as well. And there is a sensual, dynamic healer and intuitive energy about her as well. So she can be not just the sexual side of things, but yes, the senses as well. So, and otherworldly sort of energy about her as well. So where they're going. And she also brings, which is like you, that gift of emotional intelligence with her. Okay, so tap into that part of you, or tap into, bring out that part of you, or where they're going, or that energy within. So there's those, you know, she has a really, or you too, and like drawing on that deep empathy, creativity, and understanding within as well. So I kind of feel like some of you may have parked that up, which is why these cards are all here together. So that's where the story is. So taking some time to do some deep inner reflection, basically, about, you know, for you, what is, you know, where you're going to next, and, you know, what you're doing now as well. Okay, so anyway, everybody wants to come in and join in today, so that's all good. Hey, yeah, so where are we going now? I've just drew a card from the Sacred Earth Oracle deck. So you might notice that she's a little bit motley looking, but she's about she's what, how old are you now? 17 now, so she's not really cleaning herself or her fur as well as she used to. Aren't you, honey? Yeah, so now I've got to like cut all her fur balls out this year. Oops, there's one that's flowing out. Anyway, preservation. So there's something about there, like the preservation of whatever it is for you. But it's preserving, I feel like they're talking about for you, it's about preserving your energy, preserving actually the knowledge and the wisdom. It's like within you. But I'm also hearing like viewing it. So whatever has been preserved, it's like bringing it out now, and sharing that wisdom for some of you, but also learning from it. And, you know, it's kind of like, because that's like, there's this beautiful baby in there. It's passing it on too. That's where how we preserve it. And we pass that knowledge on, and we give it new birth. We share it, we put it out there. Okay. But there's a sense of, this is like where they're talking about, it's like with that preservation, it's like, I feel like there's a lot of information that is coming out as well. Oh, that's upside down, and this is discernment. So there may be some things, you know, like this is like going in, you know, with everything that's been happening or that is happening around you. It does require a sense of discernment as well, with people around you, what it is that you know, but I'm hearing discernment, going back into that, not overthinking it. This is like feeling your way, because there's lots of cups energy in here. So, and especially in the end there, so this is like feeling your way through it, using those senses, your sensual side, to discern where, what, why, when, and how, and help you to answer these questions in here as well. Because it's like, if it serves you no purpose for your highest good, and then it's, you know, especially if it doesn't, that's probably, you know, and you know, and if it does, that's how, you know, then you're going to know which way you need to go, basically. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave it there. There's a lot in there, so we didn't want to give you a bit of a headache, but it's kind of like there's energy moving, there's energy shifting, but it's really, this is kind of like in a way preparing you, helping to clear the path more, so when it does actually arrive, or when you arrive to it, whatever's happening, or you realize what it is, then you'll be more ready to like run with it or walk with it, or whatever pace you need to do with it. So anyway, like I said, we'll leave it there for you now, Leo. So lots of love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement, adventure, and prosperity and abundance from my spiritual team, the energy of the Zions, the Zion energy, and the energy of the amazing Leo as well. Okay, we leave it with you now, and we'll see you next Tuesday. Okay, bye for now.